Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, guys. Assalamu alaikum. I was busy with the requirement to fulfill the requirement of HEC. So yesterday I uploaded all the data, and they asked us to show the alignment of your online classes with the Moodle uploading, and lots of other things were there. That's why I was very busy, and we were having very extensive training for being more effective online classes. So this is the next topic. The topic is the carbohydrates, and I have taken this topic from Organic Chemistry book from Brown and Foote. Now we move to the next slide. So first of all, you need to have a very simple picture about the carbohydrates. So I'll go very quickly because where there is the chemistry involved, I will explain to you, okay? But since this is just the general information, so I have to be very quick. So carbohydrates, they are basically divided into two main categories. One is known as the simple and the other is known as the complex. So this is from two versions. So carbohydrates, right now I'm talking carbohydrates with two versions. One is the version from food components, another is the structure analysis, okay? So from both versions, these carbohydrates, they are considered to be divided into two main classes. Number one is the simple and number two is the complex. So simple, all the carbohydrates which are simple. So simple are two types, monosaccharides and disaccharides. Mono means one, saccharide means sugar. So it means that glucose, fructose and galactose, they are made of one molecule of saccharide. If we go to disaccharides, maltose, lactose and sucrose. So these are the disaccharides. It means that the two units of sugars, they connected to one another to make a disaccharide. So if we go to the polysaccharides, the polysaccharides are starches, fibers and glycogens. So it means poly means that many sugar units, they are connected to one another to make big mega structures and complex structures which are known as polysaccharides. Now if we go to the second next slide, so this is just about the information that carbohydrates are the most abundant organic compounds in the plant world. They act as a storehouse of chemical energy because glucose, starch and glycogen, they are present in this form, and these are the supportive structures in plants. So if these are the supportive structures in plants, so they are in the form of cellulose, crustaceans, shells में अगर ये हैं तो these are chitons की form में, और connective tissues में अगर they are present तो वो हैं glycosamine glycans की form में. So these are essential components of आपके nucleic acids जो हैं, DNA, RNA, उसमें भी एक sugar unit जो है वो मौजूद होता है. So the D-ribose and 2-deoxyribose, these are the sugars which are present in the nucleic acids. So this is, you can can say that these are the places and sources and so on. Excuse me. Carbohydrates make up about 3/4 of the dry weight of plants, and excuse me. Animals, including humans, get their carbohydrates by eating plants, but they do not store much of what they consume. So less than 1% of the body weight of animals is made up of carbohydrates. Now we move to the next slide. The name carbohydrate means that it is the hydrate of carbon, and this is the general formula, CnH2ON. So following are the two examples of carbohydrates with the molecular formula. For example, if I take the example of glucose, and this glucose is normally commonly recognized as blood sugar, the formula is C6H12O6. और alternatively हम इसको ये कहते हैं कि इसमें 6 water molecules हैं. okay, and C6. So sucrose is the table sugar we use in tea and other sweet dishes. This is C12H22O11, or alternatively, we write that C12 with 11 water molecules. Is that okay? So this is how you can study the structures. Now we come to next slide, and that is slide number 6. Not all carbohydrates have this general formula. In some carbohydrates, oxygens are present and they fix to this formula, but others contain too many oxygens. And if too many oxygens are present over there, then we cannot use this formula. And some structures are there where nitrogen is present. So we cannot say that this is the calculated general formula. The simplest carbohydrates contain multiple chiral center. Now you need to understand what is meant by chiral center. I let you know, I show you that what is meant by chiral center. For example, if this is the C, okay, and it has 4 bonds. You know, carbon can make 4 bonds. Okay. So here I can put R, means it can be any value of alkyl groups. Here I can put, for example, NH2, means I have put the amine group here. Here I can put simply H, and here I can put the hydroxyl group. Okay, so this. Now, this is the carbon which has 4 valencies, and it is connected to 4 different groups. Okay, 4 different groups. So this, when carbon has 4 different groups, it is called, this carbon is now called the chiral centers. What is this called? Chiral centers. Let me rub this thing. This is called chiral centers. Is that okay? I hope you understand it very quickly. So this is the structure of, chiral centers. Now let's move to the next slide. Monosaccharides, structure and nomenclature. Structure or nomenclature, we are not going to study as we studied in hydrocarbons. So general formula तो इनका CnH2nOn है. Okay, general formula जो है वो इनका ये है. Let me change my cursor so that you can understand. So this is the general formula. This is the general formula of monosaccharides. Now there are 2 types of functional groups which are present in the carbohydrates. One is known as the aldehyde group and the other is known as ketone group. So these are the 2. अब आपको पता होना चाहिए कि aldehydes, which one is the aldehyde and which one is the so for aldehyde, if I draw the aldehyde, I can draw the carbon, okay, which is bonded to, sorry, just give me few minutes. Okay, so here I will draw it. For aldehyde, this is carbon, okay, and it is doubly bonded to oxygen, okay, and this one has the hydrogen, and this one has CH3 groups. It can hydrogen also, okay, it can be hydrogen also, okay. So this is the, now this part is this part is the aldehydic part. So if I go over here, ketone, so what's the difference in ketone and aldehydes? For example, ketones, they also have this carbonyl carbon. Carbonyl carbon is the carbon which is doubly bonded to oxygen. So one single line you means CH3 group, and one single line means CH3 group. So both of the CH groups are present in ketones. There is no hydrogen, but in aldehyde, there is one hydrogen, and this value can be changed. So this is the difference. So these two groups are present in carbohydrates. So the most common monosaccharides have 3 to 8 carbons. Now remember कि जो आपकी जो common आपकी जो monosaccharides हैं उनमें minimum number of carbons 3 हैं और maximum जो है वो 8 है. और इनकी जो sound है वो OS पे हम इनको end करते हैं, which indicates that the molecule is a carbohydrate. So OSEO sound is meant for the sugars. Prefixes we can use for tri, tetra, penta. These are used for the number of carbons. For example, if 3 carbons are present, so we can call them tri. If 4 carbons are present, we call them penta. और उससे आगे tri-ose. आप os लगा दे, इसका मतलब है कि this is the sugar which has 3 carbons. Tetra means this is the tetrose means this is the sugar with 4 carbons. Pent means this is the sugar with 5 carbons. So actually these prefixes will indicate the number of carbons, carbon atoms in the chain. Now let's go to the next slide. Monosaccharides containing an aldehyde group are classified as aldoses, those containing ketone. As those monosaccharides where the functional site is aldehyde group, so they are known as aldoses. And those carbohydrates where functional site is ketonic group, so they are known as ketoses. So these हम ये कह देते हैं कि ये aldoses हैं और ये ketoses हैं. Aldoses are those carbohydrates with functional group site aldehyde, and ketoses are those carbohydrates with the functional site ketone. So this is about the carbohydrates. Most abundant है 75% by mass of dry plant material है. Green chlorophyll है containing plants produce carbohydrates via photosynthesis. The carbohydrates का जो process है जैसे कि the synthesis of glucose by the process of photosynthesis and the respiration process, these are two alternative processes. So we can say that we are dependent on plants, and plants could say that they are dependent on us, because when we in the respiration, the products are the glucose and the carbon dioxide, and in the process of photosynthesis, the products are glucose and oxygen, and that oxygen is then consumed by us, and the carbon dioxide which we breathe out, that would then consumed by the plants. So we are dependent on one another. Green chlorophyll containing plants, they produce carbohydrates via the photosynthesis process, and it's a very major source of energy from a diet, which is composed of 3 elements. So we can provide these 3 elements to our body system by the carbohydrates: carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And saccharide means sugars. So I have given you this explanation. So this is what I was actually trying to explain, that photosynthesis and respiration, they are parallel, alternative to one another. In photosynthesis, sugar and oxygen is given out, and in respiration, water and carbon dioxide is given out. Uses of carbohydrates के ये structural elements हैं plants में cellulose की form में, और अगर हम देखें तो energy reserves starch की form में ये energy reserves हैं in plants. So functions ये है कि ये they provide energy, carbohydrate storage in the form of glycogen. ठीक है, अगर carbohydrates की storage glycogen की form में, तो this is known as the short term energy reserve. And if carbohydrates supply carbon atoms for the synthesis of other biochemicals, so we can say that carbohydrates is the source by which we can provide some elements, carbon, especially the carbon atom, which is required to build proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids. And carbohydrate form part of the structural framework of DNA and RNA. So this is the classification of carbohydrates. So there are three types of, I have already explained to you, monosaccharides, disaccharides, polysaccharides, simple, two, and many monosaccharides. Now what happens if we go for the reactions? If we go for the reaction of hydrolysis with monosaccharide, so there will be no hydrolysis, because hydrolysis is the process in which the carbohydrates in the presence of acidic media, they break down into simpler. The monosaccharides, so already they are simple, so there is no hydrolysis in monosaccharides, but in disaccharides, when you go, there will be two monosaccharide units. यानी कि जो bond इनके दरमियान होता है, glycosidic bond we call it, वो break होता है by the process of hydrolysis, acidic hydrolysis. इसी तरह polysaccharides अगर आप ले लें, for example आप when starches ले लें और आप उसकी hydrolysis करें, तो you will get many units of simple sugars. Again, this is the, so हम कह सकते हैं कि carbohydrates जो हैं, these are the polyhydroxyaldehydes and polyhydroxyketones. So the carbohydrate glucose is polyhydroxyaldehyde and the carbohydrate fructose is the polyhydroxyketone. So this is the difference between glucose and the fructose. In glucose, the functional site is aldehyde, and in fructose, the functional site is the ketonic site. So ये आप देख लें, aldehydes aldoses कहलाते हैं और ketone जो हैं वो ketoses कहलाते हैं. ये आ गई आपकी aldoses. So aldoses आपकी 3 से लेके 6 तक carbons होती हैं और इस तरह this is the way by which we can write, and this end part is known as the functional site. So this name is common name is erythrose, and अगर हम इसको structural wise इसको naming करेंगे तो ये aldo, और since 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon है, tetro, or since this is the sugar ose, so this is known as aldotetrose. Ketoses are monosaccharides with ketonic group and many hydroxyl groups. Now याद रखिएगा हमेशा कि जितनी भी aldoses हैं उनमें functional site first carbon पे होती है और जितनी भी ketoses होती हैं उनमें functional site जो है that is present on the second carbon. Now this is called the fructose. 6 carbon है ये, इसको हम कहते हैं ketohexose. Keto means ketonic functional site है, hexo means 6 carbon है, ose means this is the sugar. यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल हैं, आप इनकी प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, इनके नाम नोट कर सकते हैं. D-glucose, this is found in fruits, corn syrup and honey, and exose with the formula C6H12O6, और इसको आप ब्लड शुगर के नाम से भी जानते हैं. Monosaccharide in polymers of starch, जितने भी आपके polymers हैं, like starch हैं, cellulose हैं, glycogen है, उनका ये monomer है, याद रखिएगा. When we detail study, I'll let you know that how you can remember this thing. उसके बाद डी फ्रुक्टोज जो है ये आपकी स्वीटेस्ट कार्बोहाइड्रेट है और जूसेस और हनीज में इट इज प्रेजेंट, but when it enters into the body it has to be converted into glucose. So this is all about the introduction to carbohydrates. So I think you understand this very carefully, and the upcoming part jo hai that I will upload very soon. Next part is the structural analysis.